GCAD Plus gives you the ability to generate a plant schedule automatically, and you see one on the right here. And once you've tagged all the species you've used in your design, and we do that by working through our checklist, our GCP file, our GardenCat file that we've associated with this drawing, and we've assigned different symbols to individual species. You have the ability to zoom in, and if you select any symbol in the drawing and look down here in the bottom of the properties box, you can see that the botanical name, common name and the code that's been assigned are visible in that pop-up. But what I wanted to illustrate was that you can store additional information with the drawing. For the sake of argument, we could store information about crushed gravel that's going to be used in this zone through here. So let's zoom in a little. Storing extra information with symbols is referred to as extended data. And down in the status line, you'll see an ENT switch. And if I put it on now, it goes red to indicate that it's on. And I move over to this little dot that I put on top of the crushed gravel. You can see that the gravel is paving. Its size, 18.3 metres square, the cost of 18.3 from a manufacturer called Golden Grove, and the product name is Dolomite Rubble Sand, so that's going to be put through that area. The same applies to, say for the sake of argument, this custom curving piece of furniture. Its size 3.5 metres, its cost $750. The manufacturer is a custom builder called Jim Hall, and obviously it's a custom seat. So we're storing all sorts of information in the drawing. The information is applied to any entity, be it a species or an irrigation line or furniture or whatever, via the GCAD Plus and Extended Data drop-down menu. And we can say Store Extended Data, and we're prompt for selecting the entity to edit the data. And let's pick this tree, this feature tree, and it's already had the data associated with it. So its botanical name is there. It's the Ariadne form of the Japanese maple. Its height is estimated at 2.5 metres. There's a link to the URL to a photograph of it, and then there are some notes. And this can be extensive as you like. You might, if you were managing a large estate, store the Google KLM data or even the GPS coordinates of the location of that tree in your large-scale development. So if we clicked on link to URL, that would jump straight into our browser and we could see the image that has been stored with it. So let's return to GCAD Plus and I'll close that. So can you see that each of these species has extra information with them, and symbols and so on all can have it. To see quickly the symbols that do have extended, we can say highlight the entries. So here are all the entries that have got extended data. What that means is that as I hover over this species here, the symbol there, let's unselect all, and because my extended entity switch is on, when I sit it here, I see that this is Levandula angustifolia vera, which you can get from that properties box as well, but I've got lots of additional information, certainly in the notes area, and a link to the JPEG file that illustrates that species. So I hope you can see that you can store lots of extended data. There's also an option to propagate that data. Notice that as I move over the top of another symbol for that lavender, it doesn't have the pop-up. The pop-up's only associated with this one here. If I wanted for some reason to make sure that every instance of that symbol does have the extended data, that's what the GCAD Plus extended data propagate stored data does. So let's do it. And now I hope that as we move over here, no matter where we let our mouse hover, we get that same extended data information. And finally, we can go to extended data and extract the stored data. So all the information that's stored as extended data in the drawing can be pushed to a CSV file which can be read by Excel. So I hope that gives you some good background on extended data in the GCAD Plus environment.